All right. So since we can't divide and we can't do anything else, we're going to put the x terms together and the y terms together so that we can move general form to standard form. Now, once we do that, you should notice there are common factors for the x's and there are common factors for the y's. Okay? So we're going to factor the x part and the y part separately. I need to be able to complete the square, so I need to get rid of the coefficient, because in order to complete the square, you have to have 1x squared. So I need to get rid of the 25 and the 9. So, I'm going to factor. I take 25 out, and I'm left with x squared plus 4x. And I'm going to take a 9 out for the y's. So I just rearranged everything, so I have x's and y's. They do have x's and y's in common, but my whole entire purpose of this is to complete the square so I can get that binomial on top of the fraction, so I don't want to take that x out because then I can't do anything. Because in order to complete the square, you have to have 1x squared. Yes, but you just got to be careful with that. You'll see what I'm talking about in a second. Does everyone go with this step, that what I did though? All right. Then we're going to focus on just what's in the parentheses. So let's look here at this x squared plus 4x part. This is going to be the same as what we do with circles. We do b divided by 2 squared and add that. So what's b divided by 2 squared? And 2 squared is 4. So I'm adding 4. But here's where you got to be careful. We do not add 4 to the other side because there's a 25 in front of the parentheses. So you have to distribute. So I have to add 100. We added 4 to complete the square, b divided by 2 squared. But then we don't add 4 to the other side because it's really 25 times 4. So then on the y section, what am I adding? Negative 2 divided by 2 is negative 1, and negative 1 squared is 1. So I add 1 to the parentheses, but I add 9 to the other side. Because you do 9 times 1.
So is it still x squared equals 3? X minus 2
Plus. Plus. Okay. So now what's in the boxes? We're going to go ahead and factor. All right. So for the x's, remember we always did b divided by 2? What's b divided by 2? 2, so we have x plus 2 squared. Just b divided by 2. And yeah, for the y's, we should have y minus 1 squared because negative 2 divided by 2 is negative 1. And that should equal 225. We're so close to being done. You can't do that yet. We're not done. You can't do the center and stuff, but you're not done. Okay. For an ellipse equation, if you look at it, what is an ellipse always equal to? 1. So I have to make this equal to 1. So I'm going to divide everything by 225. An ellipse equation is always equal to 1. I'm still using this 25 and this 9 that's in front of the parentheses. Those haven't disappeared. Because they haven't disappeared. I haven't done anything to them. They're still there. just to the add to their side. Those coefficients are still there. 25 and 9 are still there. We haven't done anything with them. Now, when you divide, everything should come out nice and neatly most of the time. Almost always. When you reduce 25 over 225, you get 1 over 9. So I have x plus 2 squared over 9. And then 9 over 225 also reduces this over 25. 1 over 25. So you have y minus 1 squared over 25. And that equals 1. And so there's your equation. That's where we started yesterday. Okay? I'm not going to find the center and the foci and the vertices because we did that yesterday, so I'm pretty confident you know how to do it still. It's the same exact thing. This is where you started yesterday. You had this equation. We just had to get it to that point first. So this would be a vertical ellipse, and you would go through the steps of finding the center, the foci, and the vertices. Alright, so this is what I'm going to do. I want you, I'll give you like 2 minutes. I'll give you 2 minutes. I want you to figure this one out. And then I'll go over the answer to make sure you know all the steps. I want you to practice on it yourself. I just want you to rewrite it into standard form. Yeah, the second one I want you to go through and rewrite it. Okay. I'm going to put the answer up on the screen. You can check yours. If you have questions, you can ask, and we'll get rid of any problems we have, and then I'll let you work on the assignment. The answer's in the box. Any issues anyone might have? Okay.